Education is a basic right, a right guaranteed to everyone. If so, then why are 72% of Pakistani women illiterate? Is it because of their culture, religion, or way of life? In the struggle for women's education and equality, Malala finds the answer to this very question. In the book, I Am Malala, Malala struggles with finding herself and who she wants to be, while also juggling who society wants her to be. Malala describes how it is a disgrace to have a girl in Pakistani faith. But even from the very beginning, Malala's father decides that Malala would be as free as a bird, despite all the laws limiting women's rights. Her father always made it clear that even his daughter would have an education, and it seemed that school would always be in Malala's life. But when the Taliban took over her home in the city of Mingora, that thought now seemed a distant memory. At first, the Taliban didn't seem like a threat, but followers of Islam. But as time went by, their peaceful town of Mingora transformed into the Valley of Death. Before they knew it, the Taliban were claiming that every woman must wear a burqa, only go out of the house with a male relative, not go to the bazaar, and most of all, were no longer allowed to attend schools. All in the name of Islam. But soon Malala realized that it said nowhere in the Quran, the holy book of Islam, that women were supposed to be oppressed. This is where Malala's journey for equality begins. Malala soon becomes an advocate for not just women's education, but education throughout Pakistan. And although her home city has become a pile of rubble from all the school bombings and nightly shootings, Malala soon becomes a sign of hope for her people. Regularly speaking at lecture halls and on TV shows, always saying, "I raise my voice, not so that I can shout, but so that those without voice can be heard. We cannot succeed with half of us held back." Malala Yousafzai. Soon she becomes very popular. Malala Yousafzai wins the Pakistan National Peace Prize, along with many other titles, including a school being named in her honor. And just as it seemed that her message of peace and education for everyone might finally get across, her story and life takes a turn for the worst. Malala is shot in the head riding on a school bus back home. Although her story may seem tragic, it really makes a reader think that maybe they can change the world if they try hard enough and fight for what is right. For me, I have always thought that to change the world, you have to be some almighty person. You have to be rich or super smart. But who am I? A singer? A gymnast? A good student? I used to think I'm just one kid, just another girl. How could I possibly make a big change in this world? But after reading this book, it made me realize that it is true. If you want change, you have to make it. You can't wait around for someone else to do it for you. Time is too precious. The world has bad things, and they need someone to change them. And that someone is that one kid, or that one girl. What I've learned is that anyone and everyone can make a change. You just have to have the initiative and get up and do it. I have a theory about this. I think that every one of us is put on this earth for a purpose. We have what I might call an outer layer, where people can see just your outer emotions. But with every adventure or courageous act you make, the layers soon peel back, revealing something. And once all the layers are pulled back, you can then find your true identity, your purpose. Our main character found her purpose when her home city of Mingora had been reduced to a pile of rubble. Her purpose was to learn and to stand up for women's education throughout Pakistan. So be courageous and stand up for what is right, because if we want a perfect world, we are the ones who have to make it. Read the book I Am Malala and join her on a journey of faith, inequality, resilience, but most of all, standing up for what is right.